Solitude is impressive for a mortal city.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
I wish the castle was like this palace. It's beautiful.
I do hope... I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
Too quiet for a place meant to hold power.
Ah, Viarmo. I assume you are
Volsung
here
would
to
have
petition
judged
for the
every soul
reinstatement
here
of the
long
burning of King
before
Olaf
I
Festival.
did.
I am Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf captured a fast-sleeping dragon, a mighty feat which the meek would not fail. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Because Solitude would not soon bend knee, Olaf would hurt them while his status accrued. He sacked Winterhold, his only true ally, and used magic bold to blame Solitude. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief, and a scoundrel we of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be moderately rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded. Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough. Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Watch the magic! Everyone inside, now! Come here.
Are you dare set foot?
Going to put you down. Fall to me, dragon. Kill! Damn you! No, not like this. Stand up. Victory is yours. I submit. No, not like this. Nothing! dragon!
This way.
Whoa! Watch the magic! With his weapon drawn.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh. There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of both battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Ah, bard to be.
Someone do something.
Yarmo send you? Farewell, stranger.
Someone do something! Like to bite you.
Hey, what you doing?
Help! Someone's being attacked.
Such a shame.
That you had to die.
Dead. Oh my goodness.
Ah, the bard. I'll tell everyone we're ready. But we'll start the festival at dusk. Come talk to me after dark. We'll get the festival started when you do. Somebody help!
Please, someone do something.
What did you do?
Ah, the bard to be. Ah, the bard to be.
What happened?
Did Viarmo send you? Great! Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
Why are they hurting each other?
I'll kill you.
Where'd you
Hey, what are you doing?
Keep your damn magic to yourself.
A city built on a cliff. They truly tempt fate, don't they?
Candy! Get to King Olaf's festival candy!
Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim. Welcome, people of Solitude! We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. With the lighting of the effigy, he becomes a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Please welcome our newest bard. I think they like you. Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you.
So nice to get this break from my cleaning duties.
Do you need something?
Burn the king!
Candy!
I'm impressed you could find a moth priest so quickly.
For the reading? Yeah. Just let the old man know when you're ready.
My trip to Skyrim has become quite the adventure. Ah, my rescuer. It's good to see you again. It's not exactly the hospitality I'm used to, but your man Isran has seen to my needs well enough. And might I add, this is a remarkable fortress. I have colleagues back home that would love to study this place in detail. Oh, most certainly. Let's find out what secrets the scroll can tell. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, "Among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one." The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. I must rest now. The reading has made me weary.
Come on, old man. You should get some rest.
Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Half the people in your little crew would just as soon kill me as talk to me. That doesn't exactly make me want to open up. I got a warmer welcome from my father, and that's saying something. You know, I've asked myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is, and if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. There's a courtyard in the castle. I used to help her tend a garden there. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look. True, but I know a way we can get to the courtyard without arousing suspicion. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
Well fought, Dragonborn. Good. You clutch at souls as if they were coin. Do you even hear them struggle?
Do you have a moment? Gunmar and I have been talking and, well, we're slightly worried. We both realized that if Isran's even allowed us in here, he must be really concerned. And if he's that concerned, the situation must be pretty bad. Make sense? Yes. These vampires are a new threat, and a truly deadly one. Gunmar and I agree that we're going to need Florentius to help. Gunmar and I have a lot of work to do here, so we were hoping that maybe you could track him down. Well, that's the thing. We don't know where he is. Haven't seen him in years. I think he had regular contact with the Vigilance, and I know Isran kept track of them. So maybe you could ask Isran if he knows anything? Just keep in mind that he might not like the idea.
All right, off we go. Well, I haven't seen my mother since she locked me away, so... Yes. I don't even know what to say to her. As time went on, it was harder for me to talk to her. She just... changed, you know? I guess it's what happens when you gain eternal life. The older you get, the more pragmatic you become. And there's the age gap, too. It's always harder to approach someone older than you, isn't it? True, but then again, I've been sleeping for who knows how long, so maybe I haven't reached that point yet. Speaking of which, how old are you? I figured as much. I almost took you for a teenager when we first met. I think you're even younger than I was when I became a vampire. At least I can act like the supervising adult without people finding it weird. I mean it. You're barely an adult when it comes to experience. You need someone responsible to tell you when you're making a terrible decision. During the first era, in the year... Didn't I tell you not to ask me that? Huh. Is that so? Well, I actually do feel less tense, so I guess it worked out after all. But seriously, don't bring up my age ever again.
And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn. Should I not be? They cling to a false eternity, feeding, hiding, bound to a prince who sees them as nothing but vessels. They are parasites masquerading as predators. She is more composed than most, but the curse still owns her. She didn't choose it, perhaps. Few ever do. Sympathy is for those who seek it. Serana doesn't. She endures. I will grant her that. Yes, I endured. What I became is the proof. Respect is a strong word. Let us call it recognition. No, but sometimes survival must come first.
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed. Who said something? Soreen or Gunmar? I thought they'd have learned their lesson by now. I don't trust that man. And I don't want him here. I suppose she's right. I shouldn't let my personal feelings get in the way. Last I heard of him, he was aiding the vigilance of Stendarr at Runvald. He may still be there. If he can maintain some appearance of normalcy, I'll allow him to stay. Watch your back.
Yes? What did you need?
Kill!
as if the mountain wishes to forget us.
I knew it. I knew Arcade would save me. I asked for help, and he sent you. You are a very welcome addition to this dreary place, my friend. I owe both you and Arcade a great deal. I'm sure I'll manage to repay him later. But you, what can I do to thank you? Isran, my help? Is this some kind of a joke? Did Arcade put you up to this? Isran's done nothing but mock me. He's never given me the respect I deserve. Look, I've just got myself out of quite a mess here, in case you haven't noticed. And while I appreciate your help, What's that? No, that's not what I... Yes, but... Are you sure? Really? Fine. Arcade says it's a good idea for me to go. I don't agree. But he's not the sort of fellow you can just ignore. I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard then. Don't worry. Arcade will show me the way.
Darkness is merely a test of resolve.
That'll teach you.
Fate decreed that you had to die. To stand above the world is to be seen by forces that remember. They grieve that you must meet your end this way. Rain again. Skyrim never tires of it. You have no idea of the true power a dragonborn can wield. You clutch at souls as if they were coin. Do you even hear them struggle? Volskiga was a seat of quiet dominion. In my age, it answered to Volsung, a priest who ruled through the weight of his insight. Men feared him, for he bent the will of kings with nothing but his judgment. Rulers are predictable. No one masks fear more loudly than a man with a crown. Volsung listened, truly listened, and kings folded faster than soldiers ever did. The kind that ended feuds and lives. Volsung believed truth was worth blood, and many agreed until he called for theirs. Right or wrong ceased to matter once he had spoken. His verdict held truth, for he allowed none but his own. I remember a woman with child, and 2 men who each claimed the unborn as theirs. She vowed only one had ever lain with her. Volsung saw the lie before she breathed it. The men walked free. She did not, nor did the life she carried. He burned her beauty away and bound her to his service. The child lived long enough to be judged, and she followed it soon after. I saw truth delivered without hesitation. Justice is a mortal word. I have long stepped beyond it, though I would not have chosen as swiftly. Whatever they felt died the moment Volsung spoke. Pride leaves little room for grief. Mercy never guided him. He carved obedience by showing men what they were. That alone inspires fear.
The look of this.
The power here is
Stronger,
faint,
as gullible as they were
yet
when
I
I
can
was a
still
girl.
feel it.
Figure out which college.
Never stood a
Where'd you come from? Done
Fate
and done.
decreed that you had to die.
Huh?
I grieve that you must meet your end this way. These halls whisper of glory long past. An ancient mistake. Fox, bear, snake, wolf, the old gods watch. There's no escape from destruction.
Done and done.
The world forgets, but these ruins endure. A quiet monument to ambition, long past. The dragon's influence lingers here, faint but unyielding. Time has not claimed it all.
Stay on your guard.
Ash remembers every verdict. This place is
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
that you must be. Who are you? Dare send me here?
Done and done. Who's there? Done.
Fate decreed that you had to die. Authority lingers here. Not all chains are seen.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
almost makes it seem honest.
Yeah, just around this bend. Castle looks so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger.
Snow falls like judgment, covering all, yet never hiding what lies beneath.
Yes? What did you need? An old jetty where boats would bring supplies to the castle. Once we moved in, it never got used, along with the rest of the Undercroft. We'll need to watch our steps inside. I can't wait to see the courtyard again. The old water cistern. On some days, this would smell just... Be glad you weren't here then. I like to explore. My parents almost never let me off the island, so yeah, I poked around down here a lot. It was a little... quieter back then. Guess a little vampire girl was enough to scare off the rats. It was. But I got used to it. Before my father became obsessed with a prophecy, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very fond of her alchemical garden in the castle courtyard. She taught me quite a bit about cultivating quality regions. Like the best of friends, I would never hesitate to share anything with her. It was very sudden. It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next... I didn't know who they were. I'd try to visit my mother in the garden, and she'd quickly shoo me away, saying she was much too busy. She had to be up to something in that garden. I'm hoping it's a clue that will tell us where she went. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was... degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. I will be. Just give me a little time.
You have no idea of the true power a Dragonborn can wield. What? No, not yet.
Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? I knew someone was missing from the court. Probably for the best, though. She was... a little special, if you know what I mean. Take a left over. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures that my father put in when he got more paranoid. If we follow that path around, we can find the other switch.
Fate decreed that you had to die.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks... well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. I promise you, it didn't always look like this. If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all that reminded him of her was just destroyed. It appears that way. I suppose he wanted to put the past behind him. Perhaps if he had spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself. There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough. It's not that simple. I guess it never is with families, is it? What about you? What were your parents like? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up a bad memory. Let's just keep going. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go. Oh, what is it? I'm sorry, what? What does that have to do with what we're doing right now? And it has to be about my suitors, specifically? Fine. To answer your question, yes. This is probably where our respective parents would set us loose after my mother interviewed his. But to tell you the truth, I barely remember what happened then. I was still a human, so imagine how long ago that was. All I can recall is how embarrassed I walked out of those meetings. And not in a good way. I really hated being left alone with complete strangers. I never had anyone to talk to, except for my family and the castle staff, so I felt anxiety whenever a stranger approached me. And it didn't help to hear them talk about marriage and all that stuff. I didn't know how to defend myself, so I just waited for it to be over. The one thing I can recall clearly is how my mother scolded me after those meetings, telling me how to behave when in the presence of a suitor. Funnily enough, I learned how to scare them off by doing the exact opposite of what she said. That sort of helped me get over my anxiety. It was fun. Huh. Yeah, I do remember about it more than I thought. Okay, that's enough about me. What's your love story? I see. But do you want to, find someone? I try not to think about it. But I hope you find someone. I'm sure you'll make a good partner. Me too. I never thought I'd be willing to talk about stuff like this with someone. Anyway, this is all very touching, but don't we have some more important things to worry about right now? Seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Who's there?
I grieve that you must meet your end this way. No escape from destruction. Fate decreed that you had to die. Who are you?
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating. I'd always just assumed that the other tower was completely destroyed inside. My mother kept this a secret, even from me. She must have been up to something she thought was dangerous. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding. Thought you'd never ask. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding. Where'd you come from? The top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here. Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy. I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up. Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
So, you open the veil. No, there is always a cost for that.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Okay, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal of the Soul King. Incredible. Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment. There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I'd guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. What now? Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
You have no idea of the true power a dragon boar can wield.
So, how are you holding up? It's not the first time I've partially soul-trapped a creature, but I never tried it on a mortal. It's not the first time I've partially soul-trapped... Good. I was afraid you'd faint after a while, but if you're getting better, then I was needlessly worrying. To be honest, I thought turning you into a vampire was the better option, but this worked out better than I thought. Well, I don't know. I mean, as advantageous as it is, sometimes the price isn't worth it. I guess it depends on the individual. Well, I learned to appreciate it, so yes. But I also realized that if something lasts too much, it ends up deteriorating. Just look at how my family ended up. Even our friendship would end up falling apart if we both lived forever. I don't know. Maybe that's why part of me was hoping you'd agree to become a vampire. But that was selfish. Nobody should make a choice of this magnitude for you. I should just cherish whatever time we have together. Well, you're the first true friend I ever had. I never had anyone to open up to, or just talk about normal stuff and have fun. I'm glad you're the one who woke me up that day. Yeah, although maybe this isn't the best place to talk about this. Let's get going.
Well fought, Dragonborn.
Wood! Nakak! Wood! Wood!
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run.
This one does not.
Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you. Arvak! Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
Alright then.
Wood! Nakas! Wood! Wood! Nakast! Wood! Nakast! Wood! Wood! Nakast!
Never should have come.
Lucky.
That'll teach you.
Fate decreed that you had to die.
Look at the sky. What kind of place is this? Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here. Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the soul cairn takes just any leftovers. Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the ideal masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living. I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground, I have no idea. Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power, almost like a currency. A very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here. Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them. Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the soul cairn gives you something much more powerful. That's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal, But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself, and most of them never come back. Mother? Mother!
Maker. It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him. To make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on stopping him? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed. Serana, this stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father!
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you too. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison. Relieved, I think. All those things have been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her. Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter. I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them. The moment we gave ourselves to Molik Bal, things got really icy between them. They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions. And then he found that prophecy, and that was it. I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now. You don't know what it's like, coming from a family like that. Everything eventually tumbles down to you. Anyway, we should keep moving.
Wood! Nakast!
Fate decreed that you had to die.
What? Nakast! What? What? Nah! What? Nah! What? Nakast! What? Nakast! What? What? Nakast! What? Nakast! What? Nah! What? What? Nah! What? Nakast! What? Nakast! What? Nah!
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate. Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon. Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless... the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can be on your way. Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know. So my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy, did she? Don't worry. I think I can help you. Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. When you and Serana entered the Soul Cairn, it was given to the Ideal Masters as payment. You simply need to retrieve the gem. The moment you touch it, your soul essence will be restored. There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there. Is there anything else? Could be your last chance. I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Come on, let's go home.
And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn. With the power of your soul, I am done being Hermaeus Mora's pawn.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
Bound to rot. There is no nobility in that.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. In my language, the Quinarin is the Vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles. I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Dylan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy. The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica. I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul. Free? No. I have been here too long, Quinarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Yes? Yeah. I just wanted to ask you something. About your childhood. What was it like? I'm happy for you. And I'm glad that you learned to appreciate it. Well, it's something I was hoping we could talk about. Do you mind? Well, when you brought me back home, I asked my father if my stuff was still there. Surprisingly, he hadn't discarded it like he did with my mother's. Among other things, I found a small portrait of a little girl embracing a dog. I thought it had been misplaced. So I started asking some of the castle staff if it was theirs, until Garen pointed out that the girl looked just like me when I was little. And he was right. That girl was me. That means that I had a dog once. Yeah, and everyone remembers them even long after they pass away. But I had no idea. I don't even remember having a dog. And that's not all. I also had a tray containing 20 dissected specimens of butterflies. I don't remember ever collecting them. There was so much stuff there, and none of that seemed familiar. Exactly. I feel like I've lost a fragment of my identity. Even if I moved on from those things, I should still remember that they were a part of my life. You think so? I'm not so sure. The more I think about it, the more I believe that the passage of time is weighing on me. You know? I'm just wondering if that's what happened to my father. Maybe he just stopped caring for the past. What if I end up doing what he did? I know, but for how long? You don't know what he was like when I was younger. It's true he was distant, but deep down he cared about me. Now he's willing to kill me to achieve his goals. How long will I be me until my identity erodes like his did? Right, sorry. You're right. I can't live in fear of what I may become just because it happened to my father. No, it didn't happen. He chose this, and I won't follow in his footsteps. I guess I am now. But thank you for listening. I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when. If. I've been assuming that's where all this is going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can talk about this another time.
Well fought, Dragonborn. Restless places often guard restless truths. Ragnvald is no exception. I walked these stories long before they turned to dust, but age does not obligate me to recite them. What you call sadness is merely truth with its voice lowered. This place speaks softly, but clearly. I seek nothing. If I wished to judge you, you would feel it. I've never been subtle. Danger is predictable. History, even more so. Yet the way you navigate both, that is not so easily foretold. The tomb divides. Walk the path that calls the loudest. The other will wait. Resolve matters more than the path itself. I grieve that you must meet your end this way. Forgets, but these ruins endure. A quiet monument to ambition, long past.
I wonder if the Draugr are as gullible as they were when I was a girl. Who's there? That'll teach you.
You have no idea of the true power a dragonborn can wield. Fate decreed that you had to die.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
I grieve that you must meet your end this way.
Who's there? Done and done.
Well fought, Dragonborn. Ota, ye felt the world too clearly. There is a kind of man who senses every shift in all that lives. Beautiful souls and doomed ones. He wasn't mad. Some minds are born without armor. Every truth cuts them. Every voice reaches too deep. Eventually, the world grows louder than the soul can bear. A blade is harmless until the hand trembles. Ota's will shook under the strain. Power without boundaries becomes nothing but raw resonance, even in gentle hands. Pity is wasted on the fallen. Yet he was no beast. Merely a man who felt everything and could silence nothing. Some spirits carry no filters. They see too much, hear too much, endure too much. They do not break because they are fragile, but because the world refuses to quiet. Then learn to shape what reaches you. The world offers no mercy, but the will can carve silence where none exists. Numbness is no virtue. It is merely another mask, one that cracks the moment reality strikes. As it should be, some stories were never meant to be carried far.
What is it?
Ragnvald hums with unfinished will, a place that cannot let go.
Wood! Nakast!
And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn. I must set things right.
An alchemy lab. He could be in here. Worth a look. No sign of him. I'm Anska. Are you here to help?
There is a quiet here that does not welcome intruders.
I've finally located Vokun's crypt. The scroll I'm looking for just has to be here. Maybe you could help find it. I just know it's in here. Some old priest buried here long ago. I've been searching for his tomb for a few years now.
Kept what none of us were meant to have. Even now, the heir remembers her.
It's probably meaningless to you, but according to family legend, it links our bloodline back to Iskramor himself. If Vokun is as powerful as I think, I may need a little help dealing with him.
High Gate
you can have anything,
boundary.
except the scroll, of course.
He held against the world.
Great. With the two of us, this should be easy.
Well fought, Dragonborn. Vokun, he kept more behind his silence than most kept behind walls. A priest of many talents, and a man who guarded what mattered to him with unusual resolve. A man who guards something fiercely, even against his own nature, is never without interest. Vokun held his purpose with a loyalty I did not expect. There were whispers of someone he kept beyond our reach. He never spoke of it, nor did I ask. Even then, boundaries were rare among us. But whoever he kept close, he valued them more than the dragon's favor. If it were obsession, he would have carved their name into every wall. He chose silence instead. So they say. Love, desire, devotion. Names change nothing of the gravity beneath them. All devotion is dangerous, Dragonborn. It simply reveals what a man fears to lose. Danger lies not in power, but in the hands too weak to bear it. Wield it with resolve, and the world answers. Of course they did. Though some, like Nakreen, were too busy impressing the dragons to notice their own terror. And terror is loyal company, even for fools. Another priest, the sort who bows so deeply he forgets why he kneels. Trust me, Dragonborn, you have not suffered until you have heard Nakreen praise a dragon for breathing. If the gods show mercy, you will never have to endure his company. There were theories that it was a woman, though none dared claim more than rumor. Vulcan erased questions as quickly as he raised them. Desire found me often, but affection offered in devotion is not the same as someone worth guarding. Of course I noticed. The challenge was remembering any of their names. Hardly. Admiration has a way of keeping one occupied, even when it means nothing. Do you now? If you share that weight, Dragonborn, take comfort. Few know the strain of being endlessly desired. For all his restraint, Vulcan cared more fiercely than most of us dared, holding a purpose that reached beyond power. Even I could not say if that was strength or a burden I refused to bear.
Who's there?
I grieve that you must meet your end this way.
That's the last of them.
Decreed that you had to die.
This looks like some sort of lever puzzle. We'll have to figure out the correct order to flip them.
There's no escape from destruction.
Who are you to dare set foot here?
These wall carvings are ancient. We must be getting close.
A tenderness lingers here, buried beneath centuries of frost.
Huh? What was that? That's the last of them. That Rofun, the guardian of the scroll, it must be just past him.
Who's there?
Show me your resolve. I grieve that you must meet your end this way.
Ridden. Let's move on. The scroll must... in the next room.
Well fought, Dragonborn.
Yeah? I cannot thank you enough for all of the help. And here's a little something for helping me out. Oh, let me look. This is a very exciting moment for me. It's encrypted. It'll take a while to figure this out.
And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn.
Do you need something?
So this is where they laid him to rest. Even now, the air remembers his silence. You clutch at souls as if they were coin. Do you even hear them struggle?
So we're just assuming none of the bandits stationed here ever pillaged this tomb, right? The horn was buried here long ago. Just saying.
Well fought, Dragonborn.
Oh, what is it?
Huh? I knew it!
Done and done.
I've seen wolves keep a tidier den.
Where'd you come from?
Hiding is beneath you. And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn. With the power of your soul, I am done being Hermaeus Mora's pawn.
What? Nakast!
Well fought, Dragonborn.
You've got to admit, as far as pranks go, this is a good one. I know, that's what makes it so funny. Relax, I'm only joking. Don't get so worked up about it. Which is where the mountain we were planning to return the horn is located, isn't it? Whoever took it could have waited for you in Iverstead or right here, but instead they went out of their way to travel north and then back south. I mean, if they knew you were after the horn, then I'm sure they knew you would deliver it to the Greybeards eventually. So you may have been made a fool of, but who's the actual idiot who went through unnecessary lengths just to contact you? Now quit complaining and let's get out of this tomb already, okay?
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
You're new around here, so I'll go.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
I won't deny it's cozy, but don't you think this town could use a larger wall? I wouldn't feel safe living here.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this.
Give me a mug
We need
of
to
ale.
talk.
Coming
Follow
right
me.
Well, at least she gave us the horn right away. I guess it won't hurt to listen to what she has to say. Well, there's two of us, and I could always seduce her if she tries anything. With vampiric seduction, you idiot. One way or another, she'll tell us what her deal is.
You're not afraid.
Afterwards, we can just go to High Hrothgar and deliver the horn.
Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. I hope you're just playing dumb. I'm the one who left the note in Ustengrav. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. That's better.
I might need a bigger
Let's get on
soul
the
gem.
road to Kynesgrove.
Oh, what is it? All right, let's see what you have.
Orgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
Kynesgrove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
What now?